What the hell? Oh my God.
Water pressure nominal at 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Hyron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master-slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the gene.
I can't control Hyron.
Increasing glutamators by 32%.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal.
Security alert.
Through the primary drone hatch.
Oh, shit.
So welcome to the final boss of the game. Welcome back everyone to this next installment of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Joining me as always is Mr. J.O.B.
Final boss fight.
We're in absolute chaos. So there are actually several ways to finish this boss fight. Even more in the director's cut when it's been revised. One of the ways is that we can deactivate the pods and kill the Hyron drones directly. So purge, if you will.
Or you can just shoot that poor girl who's clearly in pain.
Look at the turned upside down crucifixion angel metaphor there. Lovely. Make sure you map your hacking device properly and not throw a grenade at yourself.
Oh no, I've poo-gassed myself. Oh no.
Yeah. You can actually do enough damage to that glass shield to break through it. Or you can use the manual override after disengaging all the security locks. I did it the wrong way around here. So you can hack your way to the end if you don't have a gun. But yeah, enemies pour out and it turns into utter chaos.
Oh my gosh.
These are the control panels that you need to hack. And be careful not to get spotted because it will tear through your health.
Will it ruin your rank even though this is a boss fight, or is it? Are you okay for that?
It's happening! Hyron is gone from us!
It's a no damage achievement. I just got no damage in this run. So I can add that onto the things that this LP is.
Wait, really?
But,
oh damn.
Yeah. But yeah, let's. There's actually an easier way to do this boss fight. Let's just load that up instead. You know, let's fast forward through the loading screen. So back here, we're going to load up the weapon that we've been carrying, one of the only lethal weapons we've been carrying. So you remember what I told you that lasers do?
They fuck y'all up.
They go through glass and invisible things.
Oh.
Let's skip past the excellent cutscene. Let's turn invisible so we don't get shot. There's our ghost rank. And let's spend a practice point. Because why not?
Yep.
Don't need it. And let's just do this.
You're dead now. Get murdered.
And at the
end of boss fight.
I can't take...
Oh, she's very dead.
Oh, you don't even know how dead she is. That's her burned corpse on the floor.
I like that achievement, getting things done, 1,000 points. That's the most perfect summary of what you just did.
So, yeah, Project Hyron actually carries over to a scene in Mankind Divided. I'm actually talking about it a lot. I may have to LP it at some point.
Maybe. It's inevitable, really. I mean, you know. It kind of came out while this LP was happening, so yeah.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the Humanity Front, like Sarif suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
So, a lot of people don't like this ending. I like it because it's the first time Adam Jensen is making his own choice. And we're going to go with the one with a secret ending that I think is meant to be canon for Human Revolution and the other Deus Ex games.
Are you sure this is your choice? We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
Do I trust mankind to save itself? That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know. After everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me, I only know what I want to believe. Somehow, human decency will triumph. These past few months, I've faced many life-threatening situations. I could have given up many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive, forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my humanity, resisting the urge to abuse power or resources in order to meet my goals. And in the end, I got the job done. But does this mean I have the right to choose for everyone? No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrow, Sarif, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways, slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know. But I do know I'm not about to let anyone in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
That feels like the perfect ending to me, really. Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually have an end of credit sequence coming up, but that was Deus Ex Human Revolution. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us. Thank you to everyone who stayed through the 2-year hiatus, who kept over staying from the Something Awful thread. I'm sorry it took so long, but hey, just a little bit about the ending. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's not the game leading to a conclusion, but I like that the sort of idea is that you're making a decision of your own based on what you've learned, and also Adam Jensen gets to make a choice for the first time. He's no longer a puppet. It's a nice conclusion. All the other endings, including the Taggart ending, have their own share of voiceover over stock footage, ending with a mock-up of what the future looks like. Probably my favourite imagery is in the Sarif ending, where you have the weird 2001 looking space baby, but it's covered in augmentations,
Wow.
suggesting that that's the new dawn of humanity, that they're at one with the machine. I think the Taggart ending, like I said, is canon with Mankind Divided, where Jensen just lets the Illuminati continue, which is weird, because it's never the ending I would have gone with.
And why would he do that as a character as well?
I don't know. I think,
Yeah.
again, I think him drowning is the canon ending because the game starts with him sort of not knowing what happened after Panchaea. He thought he died, but someone pulled him out of the ocean and did something to him. So I think maybe this ending that we chose is still
Oh, so it
possibly
could
canon.
still work then in that regard. Okay.
Yeah, that was Deus Ex Human Revolution.
I want to give a massive thank you to all these lovely people we're seeing here, including Sleepy
Yeah.
Joe right there. Thank you, Sleepy
Yeah.
Joe.
Sleeping on the plane. Yeah, thanks again to everyone who watched this LP. I'm still going to do a few LPs on this channel, but I'm going to expand more into the realm of film, which I'm more interested in. But this game had some great ideas, and both the writers behind it and everyone involved was... I'm very thankful for the work they put in. A lot of hard work they put in. And it looks like it was a nice place to work as well, which is nice, because you hear stories about places like EA, where it's a hellhole, and crunch time is sort of killing everyone.
And Konami as well. Konami's meant to be bad for that.
Yeah, well, Konami, I imagine Always Sunny when they're doing the sweatshop and one of them has a steam whistle, But, no, although the game did have its problems and its downsides, I thought it was absolutely excellent. I'm glad that the writers were very creative and managed to work in various themes of sort of working in a bit of mythology and sort of philosophy into their game. A lot of them don't do that. And yeah, that's Deus Ex. You got anything to say?
Oh god. There's a lot to unpack here. Like, that was one hell of an LP. It lasted a long time. Your playing has been amazing.
Yeah, I didn't show the achievements popping, but this was a stealth pacifist no damage run on hard mode, which unlocks a secret ending leading into the original Deus Ex.
Oh, for reals? I did not know that. But
yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot more from this game from having experienced it with you as opposed to when I played it myself, and a lot of it went over my head, to be honest with you. So yeah.
So yeah, the voice actors, I think on the most part, did an excellent job. Elias Tufax as Adam Jensen was great. I think. You know, you can make fun of his sort of gravelly, somber voice all you want, but
it works nice to listen for the character. Yeah, and it works, it most definitely works.
It works for Cyberpunk as well. But
I like Sarif's voice as well. Whoever played Sarif, I'm down with that voice actor. He really brought that character to life.
Very good casting in this game. Very good voice casting.
And you know what I should do as well? We should probably thank, I believe, was it actually Deus Ex's official, was it their official Tumblr or something like that?
On Montreal, their social media team recognised this, which is nice.
We were noticed! Yay!
Which isn't this, me saying this is a great game, isn't me sucking up to them. It's legit, it's a great game. If it was shite, then I'd have pointed out. Like a certain Ubisoft game that I'm thinking of covering at a certain point.
A Ubisoft game that's shite.
Well, it's old Ubisoft. Back when I saw Ubisoft and went, oh, it's Ubisoft, as opposed to now, and I go, oh, it's Ubisoft.
Okay, I don't know what game you're referring to there, so that's a mystery to me as well.
It'll be revealed. But I do enjoy some wank games, including the next LP, which will be Judge Dredd vs. Death.
Oh yes, it's happening. Full LP of that game. I did stream it the one time, but it was only a couple of levels. I feel you're going to do the game a lot more justice than I possibly could.
Yes, I'm going to do the game justice like it deserves. Call me Judge LP.
I mean, I'm not going to call you that, but, you know.
No, it's the law.
I'll just call you Tim, if that's okay.
I'm the judge, jury, and executioner. You are going to jail.
Oh no, not again. I can't go back to jail. Tell you what, more games should end with a nice little photo montage of the devs, because they all look so happy.
Yeah, I think this credit sequence fits the appropriate length for a credit sequence, which is 2 songs long. 2 or 3 songs long, about 10 minutes. As opposed to, you know, if you look at most AAA games, what they are now, it's about half an hour of names scrolling through and you just want to kill yourself.
That reminds me of when I went to my friend Sam's house and I got the joke ending of, I believe it was Far Cry 3? Is it Far Cry 3? No, Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 4.
That's the one where you just sit down at the table, don't do anything, don't really play the game. The main antagonist just kind of comes up and goes, alright, well, you could go home now, let's go, and then we can go on adventures. And then that just happens, and then you get an incredibly long credit sequence that actually lasts longer than the game was for you.
Ha 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 ha, what a funny joke, Ubisoft. Thank you for making me sit through this bloody credit sequence. Yeah, the credits went on for so long that my Xbox kind of went to sleep.
I thought that happened. I was like, everything just got really dark. What happened?
That's why everything's dark right now.
Oh, that's funny.
Luckily, I noticed. I was at. I can't remember what I was doing at this point, but I nudged the controller back, so we can see. I like that they've hooked all this thing. It makes me appreciate the hard work of all the employees more. You get to see a more humanizing element behind them. And it makes it seem more like an indie passion project, which It wasn't. It wasn't a
Definitely
massively
wasn't.
high budget game, but it wasn't an indie project. You know, the original developer once said that the best game takes place in the smallest environment with the most possible outcomes, which is the original Deus Ex almost. And I think this game tried to follow it through. I think with the 4 different endings, there's 8 possible voiceovers. You know, 1 for pacifist, 1 for lethal.
I figured that the voiceover was alluding to your pacifism there, because Jensen was like, I don't like abusing power. Where I'm pretty sure my Jensen was like, I fucked up a lot of people. I killed a lot of
Yeah,
dudes.
he's more remorseful in what he's done.
Yeah.
But the soundtrack for this is bloody awful. I recommend people check it out. For sure, it's definitely the best in the series. You know.
Sorry, you said the
I think
soundtrack was
Mankind
awful.
Divided.
Awful.
No, great.
Oh, alright, I misheard you completely. Okay.
Yeah, you did. I hope I didn't say awful.
Maybe you
But no,
meant awesome
it's-
if you did.
Yeah. You know, Mankind Divided soundtrack is a bit more techno. They've got a bit more of that in, which I think kind of detracts from the atmosphere and the tone of the game, but it's got a different atmosphere and tone altogether, which is why I'm not interested in it as much.
But I have heard that the gameplay of it is phenomenal still, so
Yeah.
I would go out to play it for that reason.
Yeah.
Alright, well, with that then, I think it's about time for us to wrap up and move on
Thank
to
you
this
very
bonus
much.
scene.
Ta-ta.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in. Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.
It's Bob!
From the beginning of the game and the original Deus Ex, yes, Megan Reen has joined the Illuminati.
Oh my gosh.
And we even get the original Deus Ex main theme that sounds a lot like the X-Man's theme. See what I mean?
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yes. So that's how they linked Human Revolution into the original Deus Ex. I don't think they originally planned on making another game, but I guess they got the fun in because it was so good.
I don't know
once
why
again,
they couldn't have just done a sequel to the original Deus Ex. Like a
they
game
did.
set
It's
in
called
the...
Invisible War.
Not that one. Not discounting that one. Pretending that one didn't happen.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed the LP if you did. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you all later.